In May of 1453, the world witnessed one of the most dramatic turning points in history, the Fall of Constantinople. For more than 1,000 years, this city had stood as the proud capital of the Byzantine Empire, a place of immense wealth, culture, and power. Its golden domes, towering walls, and strategic location made it not only the heart of an empire, but also the bridge between East and West. Yet on the 29th of May, everything changed forever. The Ottoman forces, led by Sultan Mehmed II, later known as Mehmed the Conqueror, launched their final assault after weeks of relentless siege. The mighty Theodosian walls, which for centuries had protected Constantinople from countless invaders, finally gave way. The defenders, vastly outnumbered and exhausted, could no longer resist the overwhelming power of the Ottoman army. That very day, the city, once thought impregnable, fell.
Constantinople was transformed overnight. As a symbol of Ottoman triumph, the great Hagia Sophia, built by Emperor Justinian over 900 years earlier, was converted into a mosque. Soon after, 4 towering minarets were added to its corners, reshaping the skyline of the city and marking a new era. What had been the last stronghold of the Byzantine Empire was now the capital of a rapidly rising Ottoman power. But the conquest of Constantinople was not the end of a story. It was the beginning of another. With the city now firmly in their hands, the Ottomans entered a century of expansion and conquest that would make their empire one of the greatest in world history. From the eastern Mediterranean to the Middle East, across North Africa, into the Balkans, and even around the shores of the Black Sea, Ottoman influence spread like wildfire. This was not simply the capture of a city. It was the reorientation of history itself. The Byzantine Empire, which had preserved Roman traditions for over a millennium, was no more. In its place, the Ottomans forged an empire that combined military might, political sophistication, and cultural diversity. Constantinople, renamed Istanbul, became not just the seat of government, but also a flourishing center of trade, learning, and art.
The fall of Constantinople also sent shockwaves throughout Europe. For many Christians, it was a moment of despair, the loss of one of the holiest and most legendary cities of Christendom. Yet it also served as a wake-up call. With Ottoman power rising, European states were forced to rethink their strategies. Some historians argue that the conquest indirectly fueled the age of exploration, as European powers sought new trade routes to the east to bypass Ottoman-controlled lands. Meanwhile, for the Ottomans, the capture of the city was both a practical victory and a symbolic triumph. Mehmed II envisioned himself as more than just a sultan. By taking Constantinople, he presented himself as the heir to the Roman Caesars, ruling not merely an Islamic state, but an empire that united East and West under one banner. His vision would inspire generations of Ottoman rulers who expanded the empire to its greatest heights. The significance of 1453 cannot be overstated. It marked the end of the Middle Ages for many historians and the dawn of a new world. It reshaped geopolitics, transformed trade, and altered the balance of power between Europe and the Islamic world. From that moment onward, the Ottomans were no longer a rising force. They were a dominant empire that would endure for centuries. And so, the fall of Constantinople was not just the collapse of a city. It was the moment when one world ended and another began. The Byzantine legacy faded into history, while the Ottoman Empire stepped boldly onto the world stage, shaping the course of nations, cultures, and civilizations for generations to come.